Okay, good.
Hi, welcome. I'm Eric Linter with Starspeak for the second half of September 2016, and the moon is nearly full on the 15th. On the 16th, it's a lunar eclipse at the harvest moon, and this is the full moon at 24 degrees of Pisces. And talk about a time for revelation, realization, and kind of doing 180 reversals. Remember, Jupiter, excuse me, Mercury is also retrograde at this time. And so adding to the potential for some breakthrough types of shifts in consciousness, we have this third in a string of eclipses and the Mercury retrograde, plus Mars is in a trine to Uranus the night of the full moon. So the potential for some breakthroughs in consciousness is really pretty great and even profound. People are certainly going to be having a kind of a liftoff into other dimensions and entertaining very different possibilities. Venus is also in an opposition to Uranus this weekend. It's exact early Sunday morning on the 18th, but it's an aspect that can test some relationships. Those can be within ourselves as well as with other people. So the change potential is very large as this forecast begins. On Monday the 19th, we have a harmonizing sextile between Venus and Mars, which should help calm the waters a little bit following the full moon. And then the very next day, Mercury's in a trine to Pluto. Another good aspect for just kind of sorting things out and figuring out where you stand in various relationships with your money, with your friends, with your work. Very good day for decision making and just generally assessing reality all around you. Now, the autumn equinox is when the sun enters Libra, when the hours of daylight and nighttime are even. This, day, this rather short-lived period of the year, where we do experience some kind of balance. And this also occurs on the 22nd this year, Thursday. Mercury is going to come out of its retrograde that very same day. So it's again a pretty momentous equinox that we have. This is also the beginning of fall, and we begin the season again with the potential for some, I think, extra added intelligence, awareness, just thinking more deeply and hopefully more truly. Mercury is going to make another trine to Pluto the very next day on Friday. So this is again a very good week, a few days here where essentially Mercury is hovering as it comes out of the retrograde and standing in this trine to Pluto. Coming up with investment strategies, developing survival skills, figuring out how to relate better to people around you. All of these types of activities are really supported by these trines. As the sun settles into Libra, well, Jupiter recently arrived in the sign of balance, is sitting there waiting, and they'll form a conjunction on Monday the 26th. And this is a kind of good news combination. It's really about faith, it's about trust, about believing that life is good and it's going to get better. And there's with Libra that endless theme about finding peace, creating harmony and beauty in the world. So I think this is a nice way to approach the new fall season. Really, make it your intention to make the world around you somehow nicer, gentler, and more beautiful. Pluto's also going to come out of its retrograde on Monday the 26th, and this is a kind of a week of changes. Pluto's shift in direction could see the markets fluctuate either up or down. A certain amount of uncertainty is to be expected. Mars goes into the business sign of Capricorn the very next day, and that could also stir things up. And we're at the very end of the lunar cycle as September comes to a close. And on the 30th, we have the new moon in Libra, where the sun and moon come together. This is the time to set intentions. It's the beginning of a new activity cycle. It's usually a low energy part of the month. But again, it's about planting seeds, and literally every thought in our head is a potential reality. So think carefully and righteously, and mark that down your calendar as a time for new beginnings. I want to thank you for tuning in and sharing this time with me today. If you want to contact me, send me an email at stars@ericlinter.com, and you can look for my daily forecasts online at the spiritofchange.org website. Remember, keep looking up.